we're going to start this hour with a love-hate relationship involving our very own Gabby Agbonlahor that might need a little bit of resolving and counselling this summer.
If you let me love you, let me love you. Garnacho! Garnacho! Alejandro Garnacho!
Just watching a player wanting to take people on, the feeling's like, wow.
Garnacho can race clear. Can he finish it off here for Chelsea? He does! Alejandro Garnacho!
Garnacho, I like him. Looks like a threat. Fearless as well.
Garnacho!
I'm in love, my friend. I am. Garnacho.
Aston Villa are in advanced talks to sign Alejandro Garnacho on loan with a potential obligation to buy.
Pardon? The thing that annoyed me the most, mate, was Garnacho. His final ball's not good. He can't strike a ball hard. Whenever he has a shot, he literally trickles. Garnacho, you know, he's got the ego of Ronaldo, but the level of play of David Bellion.
Yeah, clearly a little bit flip-flopping there, Gabs.
Maybe one of those comments after one good performance where he must have done well at Manchester United.
What, one good performance and you're in love?
I don't know. Listen, a lot of Villa fans agree with me. He's. How can we sell Morgan Rogers? And there must be more. I trust his manager. Garnacho is not the only attacking player he's going to bring in now. He can't do because we're in big trouble.
Do you feel you're more personally disliking him now because of some of his antics, or is it just as the footballer?
Listen, like off the field, and maybe people might say his attitude or whatever, but I'm going to judge him on like what I see when I watch him. There's a reason why Manchester United got rid of him. There's a reason why Chelsea don't want him, because he's not at the level. And like for a club like Aston Villa, where we want to be and where we want to go, it's frustrating. But I get it in the sense of with these stupid financial fair play rules, the manager's hands are tied. He's got to look at options like a loan and maybe it's a permanent if Chelsea request that. That it's hard out there. Look at Somerville. We wanted Somerville and Al Hilal, whoever it is in Saudi Arabia, have come in with a crazy offer, 20 million more than what Roma have agreed to pay, and he's gone. So it's very difficult in this transfer window for a club like Aston Villa to get the top quality players we want in because of our restrictions. We haven't got the money to spend. So maybe it turns out to be a clever bit of business for a player that maybe the manager can finally get the most out of him. He's only 22, so I'll say that. He's still young. But from what I've seen in the last few seasons, and the stats back it up, it hasn't been good enough. It looks like lack of confidence for an Argentinian squad that lack wingers, losing Di Maria, and still Garnacho doesn't get into their 26 available players for a World Cup. All this doesn't look good, but in Unai Emery, I have faith. But now I will say, Rashford done okay. Sancho didn't work. So it seems like we're getting a lot of Manchester United, Chelsea players that they don't want, and they're coming to Aston Villa and still not performing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that said, he's 22 years old and he has been around for what feels like a little while.
Yeah.
He has got Premier League experience, but there has been a little bit of trouble wherever he's gone. I mean, Aherne struggled with him. Ten Hag reportedly could not control him at Manchester United. We know he loves a bit of, social media bait. Yeah. talkSPORT resident Chelsea loudmouth Rory Jennings says he is the only player he has ever hated. Don't know if that's necessary, to be honest. I don't know if that's great. I actually think he's a great wee player, to be honest. But I think that those kind of, he is a good player.
Not great.
I think he's a good player.
He wouldn't have been let go by Man United, and Chelsea will be rubbing their hands together with a obligation to buy.
Don't get me wrong. Let's see when he did the whole Rashford. Remember he put on the Villa shirt with the Rashford name in the back, and he was standing with the Lamborghinis and all that. I'm like, right, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that, and that is you being a wind up. You at the time backed him. You said that you just put up a picture supporting his mate.
I didn't think that was a problem.
He was stirring
Aston
the
Villa
pot.
is a very lovely shirt to see. Maybe he liked it.
He's a pot stirrer. He is,
maybe.
Right? But he's still young.
I get it.
I wondered if Unai Emery being this player manager that everybody goes
can do. But what I seen in the last 2 years is that whenever he's got 1v1 with a defender, he struggles to get past them. And even when he does, his final ball isn't good enough. Whenever he shoots, he hasn't got the power to really have a good shot at goal. So I look at all those and I'm thinking, like, with the problems maybe that he's got with his attitude as well, into a group of players that are together, just won a European trophy. All these, do you know what I mean? Like, is there not anything better we could have got? That's what I'm saying. Okay. But I trust his manager in what he wants.
Villa fans, do you agree with Gabby on that, or do you feel the same towards him? Do you not want Garnacho at Aston Villa? Are you willing to give him a chance, see if this relationship works? 03717 223344 is the number to call. We've got Will, a Villa fan, with us this morning. Hello,
Morning, Will.
Morning, Gabby. Morning.
Morning,
How
mate.
you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Will, do you want to see this one work, or are you a straight no to Garnacho?
Absolutely not. Don't get me wrong. Garnacho does have the qualities in him to be a world-class player. But again, as you touched on there, his head is so much into social media and getting the likes and the clicks and the follows rather than focusing on his own career. But let's just touch on Rory Jennings being Chelsea loudmouth for you guys. We're not only last week or the week before that he said that Morgan Rogers wasn't worth the fee that they was offering, and then when it came through that he was screaming about how it was a bargain and great value for money.
Totally agree, mate.
But what I want to see is, I've heard rumours that we're looking at Garnacho and Nicholas Jackson, combined spend of 107 million. Why don't we use that 107 million to break the bank to go for Ferran Torres?
Yeah.
We've been linked with him over multiple transfer windows, but yet nothing's happened.
Yeah.
We have a Spanish manager and a Spanish national player. That is just
Good shout.
looking...
Great shout, mate. Great shout.
And then, in regards to Morgan Rogers, I wish him all the best. He was solid for us
Yeah.
all the way through the season. Every player has their ups and downs, but he was solid for us. No faults with him. The guy is humble, and you never know. With him being at Chelsea, he could even end up and be with his best mate Jude in Real Madrid.
Yeah. Well, very good call. Thank you very
Will.
much. Keep these coming in. 03717 223344. We've got Jack with us now. Jack, do you like it?
Good morning,
Garnacho
Jack.
to Villa?
Morning, guys. How are we?
Yeah, good.
Oh, well, mate.
You good?
Yeah, good. I'm not sure about Garnacho. I'm really not. I think Emery's got a bit of a sort of weakness with his signings, where he likes to take these players that are in not necessarily a bomb squad, but they're on that sort of sell them if we can pile. And he likes to take them and say, oh, maybe I can fix them. You look at Sancho, you look at Elliott, you look at Rashford in the past. One of those has worked. You know, it's on loan, maybe, but I don't see it working when we're trying to have a small rebuild of the squad. I don't think we need a disruptive personality when we've got
Agreed.
a lot more new faces coming in the summer than what we would usually have.
I think as well, Jack, you watched him last season, the season before. He hasn't really lit up the Premier League, has he? And I get it, the manager might have his hands tied with what we can bring in because of these stupid rules. But it's not one that excites any fan, is it, mate?
No, it's not massively exciting. I mean, if he comes in, hits the ground running, we'll all love him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening with Garnacho, even if he has got the quality on his day to be that electric sort of winger.
Okay, Jack. Well, thank you
Top
for your
man,
call
Jack.
this morning. Tom, have you got any positives towards Garnacho?
Come on, Tom.
Aston Villa?
Positive, Tom. Al.
Morning, guys. Nah,
Morning, mate.
I'm exactly the same. I don't want him at the club.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
No,
We've had a
yeah,
howler here.
like Gabby said, I think he's got an attitude problem. And, yeah, I think there's better players that we can sign out there, to be fair.
Do you not think there's a player in there, though, and he's 22, and I've been annoyed as well by his antics, you know, like, but he is a good player. I think everyone's saying that he's, you know, not up to much and isn't at the level. I just think he needs a reset, and he needs somebody who can bring the best out of him, who can manage him better.
How many resets can you have, though? Do you know what I mean? He's been United for how long? Chelsea. I mean, Unai's a great manager, but I don't think he's going to change him. He didn't change Sancho. When they're on that much money a week, then, you know, they're not interested, are they?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I think the hard part, mate, is when you watch him play and he struggles to get like past the player. Do you know, like that's frustrating. Yeah. We need a winger. Sancho was the same, wasn't he? I didn't see him get past anybody. We need someone with lightning pace who can get past the player. Somerville would have been amazing, but I wouldn't want to just use our money on Garnacho. And I'm hearing maybe an obligation to buy as well. I don't like that, mate.
No, I don't like that. And I mean, on about bringing in Rafael Leao as well, 50 million. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Tom, thank you very much.
Top man, Tom.
Scott, Villa fan, Scott, any positivity?
Come on,
for
Scott, be
Garnacho?
positive,
Go on,
Scott.
Scott, take it home.
Morning, guys. How we doing? Come on, then. No, exactly the same as all the other callers, really, in regards to Garnacho. Sorry. I'm just a bit sceptical on it in terms of attitude, like last caller said, been at Man United and Chelsea, and I just think it's a bit all about himself a little bit. I'm just a bit concerned with Villa, Gabby. I'd like your thoughts on it in terms of obviously won the Europa League and so on. And have we, with the PSR stuff and all that sort of carry on, have we hit a bit of a ceiling in what we can sort of achieve? I mean, you look at Roger's gone, Tillerman's gone. And Ahner's out for the season till March time with his ACL, which is a shame. And then we've got Digne rumoured to be gone. And then potentially Konsa's going to be getting bid for. It's like, Jesus, just decapitated us.
Do you know what, Scott? Like last season, did we overachieve? Have we overachieved since the manager's come into the football club? Yes. Can we overachieve again next season? Yes, we can. Listen, it's all against clubs like Aston Villa and Newcastle and all the other stupid idiot fan base out there that don't understand what we say about these stupid rules. But this manager will keep fighting. This manager will keep finding a way. He will bring in the right players, mate.
The odds,
exactly, and he'll keep doing it.
Mate, he does get the best out of the players. What we do have. I mean, this top six carry on as well. Where
exactly.
It's like, I mean, where have people been? These so-called big six. 2 or 3 of them ain't been in the top.
Exactly.
4 or 5 years.
Where have Spurs been for 2 seasons? Exactly.
All right. Scott, listen, thank you very much for your call.
Top man, Scotty. Up the Villa. Up the Villa. Shebahn.
Come on.
Scott, cheers for that. I think you should give him a chance, Garnacho. I think he would do well under Unai Emery.
You're so nice.
Someone's got to be.
Did you give like people a chance when you were younger, Shebahn?
Poor Garnacho, 22, getting absolutely hammered on national radio by absolutely every Villa fan under the sun.